Jai Shri Mataji. A very good morning to everyone. Let us all collectively bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra.
साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
Let us place our right hand on our heart. Shri Mataji, by your infinite grace, I am a pure spirit. Shri Mataji, we humbly request you to please come in our heart. Slowly bring our attention in our Sahasrara. Let us place our right hand on our Sahasrara and give it a little massage. Mataji, kindly make us all completely thoughtless.
I was shocked, a girl from Shillong. And this boy has said, Mother, you can kill me, but I will not have that girl here. But she is not joy giving. It's a fact. So if your wife is like that, supposing, now I'm telling men, the trick of the trade is, if your wife is like that, try to understand why she does. What is her problem? Why is she dominating? Or you think she's dominating. Most of the times, most of the men who talk, oh, wives are like these, wives, they are very dominating. Why she's dominating you? What's wrong with you that she's dominating? If you introspect, you'll find that you give very little time to her. Now the other part is, there was one lady, she wanted to have a divorce. I said, why? Because he goes to work all the time and he's not there and this and that. But I said, if you divorce, then you will never be with him. So why do you want to have a divorce? At least he gives you some time. But if you divorce, then he'll never be with you. So why do you ask for divorce? I can't understand the logic. I mean, women should not be brainless, isn't it? To say such a thing. If you want to divorce your husband for this, it's absurd. Now, for men it is important that they should give some time, pay some attention, and get some things that they like. Now I'll give you again my own example. My husband never brought any flowers for me. You all bring flowers for me. But he never brought any flowers for me, whether it was birthday or anything. Then I realized that this man has no sense of flowers. He doesn't know what is a rose or what is any other flower. And he might bring something which is horrible, you know. Maybe cactus he might bring. It's better he doesn't bring anything, because that would be insulting, isn't it? And then one day he admitted, I don't know about flowers. Now will you tell me, except for roses, I don't know anything. And you will be amazed, even roses he misses out on. So with such an ignorance of things, if your husband doesn't do, it shows consideration. But men should try to know what a woman likes, what she wants. Moreover, men have their own style of thinking. Now, to give my own example again, better is, he buys always very expensive things. So I've told him, don't buy anything for me. So, you don't like? No, I like it, but too much of these too expensive things, why should you buy? So he's very fond of buying this kind of sweaters from that Scotch house. Very expensive. They are 250 pounds each, you know. I don't know how many I have. How many in black? How many? I told him I'll get it from Switzerland. They are much cheaper there and all that. Then another is he wants to buy a Kashmir coat for me, always. I must be having at least 10 of them hanging. But he likes to give that only, all right. So I'm passing out them to my daughters, granddaughters and all that. What to do now? You see, men, he doesn't mean anything bad, but because he doesn't know. First thing he did was when in India, before going to the puja, he went to buy a sari for me. One of my nephews went to him. So he says, give me the most expensive sari that you have. So these people thought somebody has come now. The shopkeepers could understand this gentleman doesn't know anything else. So they brought out a sari, said this is the most expensive. The price is 45,000 rupees in those days. So, all right, you give me. I have a card, will you take the card? Yes, we'll take the card. He bought a sari. It is so heavy that it was something, बख्तर को क्या कहते हैं अंग्रेजी? बख्तर पहनते हैं ना? That, what do you call that arm? You wear, very heavy. You know, I said, now what? He said, you must wear for the puja. I was walking like a giant, you know. That's a description of your mother is Ati Saumya Ati Raudra. She is extremely soft and extremely terrible. But I don't know with that sari how I sat. I sat in one place, glued down into that. Now to get up, I didn't know how to get up with that weight on my body. See? And then I brought it and put it properly in a box and this. She said, when are you wearing that next? Now I said, please. I've kept it nicely for one wedding, I'll wear sometime. I promised him and kept it there. Because he doesn't understand about saris. I know he doesn't understand about saris. So if he doesn't understand, whatever he buys, I say all right. And he spent so much money on those things, you know. 45,000 rupees worth of sari, upar se niche tak kitni bhari sari. So he doesn't understand what is real, what is unreal, nothing. Doesn't matter. You have to just see his heart, how he is giving. With what love he is giving. He doesn't understand. What can you do, poor man, you know? I always buy suit lengths for him or suits for him. I always, myself. Once he said, all right, I'm going to buy this time. I said, better buy. He bought such a horrible one. And he went to the office. And everybody says, sir, this is not your taste. So he threw it away. He said, I will never buy now again. You better go and buy for me. See, but the trouble is, if women take interest and know what sort of color he will like and this and that. And also public opinion is very important for men. Because of what the public says. Like once I painted my drawing room with a very nice color, pink and black mixed, very nice. Because it's a sign of warmth. He said, what is this color you have put it in? You should have done this and that. He started shouting. I said, all right, tomorrow we are having a party. After that I'll change. Next day people came in, they said, oh, what a color. What a color. How have you made this color? How did... He started looking at me. I said, should I remove it? No. It's very nice. Men care for public opinion very much. And you should see that you create a good public opinion in his presence so that he'll appreciate you. All these are tricks. See, I tell you, men are very simple. But you have to understand. Sometimes they get angry, it doesn't matter. Actually, if they are angry with somebody else, they will come and put it on you. It's better. Because if they do anything to others, they'll beat them. You are not going to beat. If you understand few things about men, it can work out. Of course, some are very miserable husbands, I know, and some miserable wives. For them, we have divorce allowed in our Sahaja Yoga, we have divorce for them. So, that is the thing I wanted to tell you, that you should make a very good housewife, a very good Graha Lakshmi. Now, why I am telling you this? That I am suffering from Graha Lakshmi's chakra. And all the doctors have told me it is because the collective Graha Lakshmis are not all right. Because they are not good housewives. Like, I'll tell you now, we have Swiss women. They are very good, I agree, but very fond of cleanliness. Swiss are mad after cleanliness. Women. You can't talk to them even for 5 minutes. If you are sitting there, they're picking up this, picking up that, cleaning. Very difficult. Swiss women. Now I was Eritrea. Alga told me that the women of Eritrea are known to be Swiss women. So, doesn't matter if the house is little untidy, there's something fallen off. In India, no woman will do that. Now the guests are sitting and she's with the hoover. Like another thing is, like anything breaks, say. Supposing a thermometer breaks in India, they'll say very good. Now there will be no temperature, thermometer is broken. But I have seen in the West, it's very surprising. Supposing some coffee spills, I am a guest. Immediately they'll bring the hoover, bring something to clean it in the presence of the person. Now if a glass breaks, finished. It's not important. This is a very subtle type of materialism, I think. That the person is sitting there, who is a guest, and why are you trying to do all these things in her presence or in his presence? But this Western women never understand. Another thing is, now you go to an Indian house, their color scheme is different. If you go to South Indians, theirs is different. Everybody has their own taste. As soon as they will enter, Western women, what a color scheme, what a thing you bought, oh my God, this horrible. Immediately they will criticize on the face. So another point is that you must always consider the feelings of others. Woman is there to give proper understanding of feelings of others, what they think. Or they go to an Indian house which will be smelling of their food. They'll eat the same food. They'll enjoy the food, but they'll try to show that it is something lower. This is very Western, I must say. If somebody is wearing a dress, immediately they'll pass a remark. Very Western idea. You will not find good Indians doing that. I don't know about the modern Indians, what sort of things they are. But immediately they say things which will hurt. This is not the way a woman should look. On the contrary, always praise. What's the harm? By praising something, you are not losing your business. By saying, what a nice thing, what a nice sari, what nice clothes. What's the harm? You will enjoy your sweetness, really enjoy your sweetness. It's not telling lies, not to be that honest also necessary. Because you don't like something, you must say, I don't like it. This word has to go from Sahaja. I like this and I don't like that. If I saying that, how many will remain in Sahaja? So it's very important to drop this. I like it, I don't like it. Who are you to like or not like? What about your spirit? What about your heart? So again, the same thing comes to that women have to have a heart, very large heart, beautiful heart. And your Guru is a mother. So you have to be wonderful mothers and wonderful wives and should have very, very large. So that all this selfishness, even this bank will collapse if you do that. It is existing because we have small hearts. If you have large hearts, this will collapse, isn't it? I have said it specially because I have had many complaints about the women who are married here, some Indian women also. That's why I am telling you. Best reports are about Russian women, I must say. Very, very good reports about them. They are very satisfied souls. They want very little. They are not greedy. Surprising. Communism has done so much good to them. It's not communism, but the extremities of communism has thrown them into that area where they don't have any sense of possession. They don't have. Their government said, all right, you can have your flats and look after. So we don't want to have, you have it. Government servants were told that you can have your car. So no, we don't want. You better have. Because just to own the car is such a headache, they know. Let the government have the headache. They are not, sort of people who are even conscious of possession. Of course now, they had some funny people, I'm forgetting his name, who was finance minister you had. And he was in Geneva, where he learnt all the tricks of the trade. And he brought forth lots of reforms, so-called. So now Leningrad and Moscow have become very expensive. Thanks to Swiss influence. So this has happened in there also, but still the people are very good. And the ladies who come from them, even Romanian girls, are very much respected. Now everybody wants Romanian or Russian. Or from Kiev. But this time they didn't come. We are sorry they are not here. I am missing them all. Lastly, I have to tell you that there is a very good book Arun Apte has written. This is the book. You all should buy it. I don't know what is the price you have put it. इसका प्राइस क्या लगा है? तो तुम बताओ ना कितना पड़ा इसको छपाने का?
बताया नहीं,
कुछ भी पता नहीं,
बताया नहीं।
तो कुछ तो प्राइस तो बताना पड़ेगा।
गणपति को नहीं देखेंगे, पांच किताबें।
हाँ,
अभी सिर्फ 5 किताबें भेजी।
क्या करें?
अभी सिर्फ 5 किताबें भेजी।
5 आएंगे। All right. So those who want to have this book should apply. There are only 5 here. Very good book. So you'll understand about Indian music. It is said that this music has come from Omkara. And it is very sort of sensible music. Now, I think all those musicians who sang before, who were singing Western song, was all right. But what is missing in that melody? It's not melodious. You see, like a little bit you sing, then you sing this, then you shout, then you bring it down, then do like this. And they think that they have to sing through their heart. They have to express the feeling of their heart. Now supposing somebody is dejected, so he sings the song of dejection. Then another one who is talking about love, he sings song. He may not be, but artificially they want to produce that effect. There is no need to sing in parts like one word, then one word. There's no melody in it. There's no flow in it. And while Russian songs, though they were folk songs, were very melodious. But don't worry, Americans are invading that part also. They are having all this horrible music there. Now the music means it should please you. It should give you more entertainment, not to make you unhappy, not to make you sad. If you have all these feelings within you, then you should try to say like this, yes, there is problem, but I'll get over it. Because you are Sahajogis. You have to show the victorious nature of yours in your music. I am not talking about others. They go on crying, weeping and singing. but there's no melody, first of all. It is just part, 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 part. Even the orchestra, I was never surprised. It all goes like this, ka, 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 then goes ka, 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 ka. But Indian orchestra, you will see, is melodious. It flows like a river. So this difference is very bad. So I would request all the musicians who are singing, the singing doesn't mean that you use words which nobody can understand. Words must be clear-cut and the melody must be there. Now in Indian ragas there is melody, but words are not important. So you enjoy the tune and everything, whether you know the language or not doesn't matter. So when you can combine melody with Western music, we'll see how different it is. And this book will teach you. This is a very good book which you should have, and we should understand that how the music can cure you, music can give you joy, what is the basic, the essence of music. And then you can flower it out. I am sure if Indian musicians take to Western music, will be much better than to Western music as it is. I can't understand, these people are so famous and people think they are very well earning and all that. In America anybody can earn like that, but to make it a proper music, I think you must have the basis of Indian music. Then you can expand it as you like. Now please try to buy this book to understand Indian music. There's no price set given, but it won't be much more than normal. So next time, I think for Diwali Puja they might bring more. गणपति पुरे
बोल देंगे ईश्वर,
हाँ?
उनको बोल देंगे दिवाली पूजा में भेज दो।
क्या करें?
नलगीर साहब को बोल देंगे दिवाली पूजा में भेज दो।
अच्छा, I will try to get more of these, but this you must really read, because you will know what is the essence of music. All right? And lastly, today is the 4th day of Navratri, and they have given me some of them are names which are really horrid, but they must be people who have suffered so much, and they asked mother to kill those horrible Rakshasas. Now in a way, it all will kill in its natural course, I know that. If you people take to sense, because you are the ones who can do it. If you do not try to acquire things which you don't want, unnecessary things, if you try to reduce all these things and take to something natural and love the Mother Earth, I am sure it will work out. The Mother Earth herself will work it out. You know this earthquake. Now nobody is going in the church. I didn't do anything. It's the Mother Earth. Now nobody goes in the church. What? I didn't do anything. I would not. I was sorry for the art pieces gone, but see now how the nature is working out. Now Islamic people, these Islamic people from Indonesia onward, all these people are suffering from the smoke. I didn't do that. Because when you try to do something wrong, it comes back to you. Action as a reaction. So your faces should be sahaj. You should be sahaj. You shouldn't look like strained people. I can't understand. your surge and be in that surge mood. I'm sorry I have taken so much time, but tomorrow I won't be able to speak all these things to you. And we should try to think about that our mother loves me. She wants us to have a good family. She wants us to look after our children. So I have advised all the men as well as women. It's better to be henpecked, there's no harm. But henpecked doesn't mean they are henpecked. See, they are just to please your wife. What's the harm? But that doesn't mean if she dominates you. That's not like come to my father's house, I must go to my mother's house. All this kind of thing you should not permit. But women should also understand her family is more important than father, mother, even Mataji. Because I'll be only happy to see a happy family. So thank you very much.
Let us recite the Mahamantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for blessing us with this beautiful meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us meet again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.